Hey, bro, I got your stupid crown. Oh, shit! Got 3,000, motherfucker. Tree, you are not an elf. You look like Auntie Ethel.
The Olympic Summer Games are upon us,
this?
and apparently
27
there's
minutes
been
ago.
some injuries that have happened. Sam put them together for me. I'm scared, but we're gonna learn something together. Let's get started.
Be-woo.
Uh-oh. These spins, these dismounts, this is where the danger comes in.
Might get to the vertical for the last move, but on the
She's
high
good.
bar,
She's good. She's
working
good.
quickly, efficiently.
I feel a dismount is coming.
Oh, damn.
Oh dear.
Concussion.
What do you mean, oh dear? He's dead. He's gone.
Broken nose, zygomatic arch fracture.
She
I
alright?
hated the way she was rolled over. If she had a cervical injury there, that would be a really bad way. You got to support the neck when you do that. No!
Dude, don't let her get back up. She's not supposed to do that. You're not supposed to do that. You're not supposed to do that.
No.
That looked bad for a moment. And
That
she
look-
didn't move.
No. I hope she didn't compete after that. That would be so wrong. From a concussion standpoint, once you get the first one, just because you feel fine, doesn't mean you should go back in, because now your brain's even more sensitive to worse injury. Wrestling. A lot of cauliflower ear, a lot of dislocations.
Cauliflower ear. No. What the hell is cauliflower ear? What is that, and what is it caused by? I have never heard that before. I'm searching that shit up right now. Cauliflower ear, also known as wrestler's ear or hematoma auris, is a permanent deformity of the outer ear that occurs when the ear is hit or bent repeatedly, causing a blood clot or fluid collection to form between the cartilage and skin. Caused by blunt articular tarp. It's like literally just hitting the ear a lot. How do wrestlers get it? Occurs after someone gets a hit or repeated hits to the ear. Wrestlers and boxers are more likely to have cauliflower ear because the ears may be hit while they're in a match. These blows can damage the shape and structure of the outside of the ear. I'm gonna look at images. I'm gonna bring it up over here and make sure it's right. It's gross. Nothing graphic. I mean, maybe that one. Not terrible. Well, that one is. That's a lot of blood. I never knew that was a thing. You know now, though. Get on with it, Dr. Mike.
Elbow? Was that elbow? Falling on a weird
I
angle
didn't even
like
pay
that
attention to
on your
this.
elbow, it could be very devastating. In situations like this, it's usually more of a simple dislocation where you're tearing ligaments. Complicated or complex one would be broken bones. What can be dangerous is if you do have significant damage to that area, especially with a broken bone, you can tear arteries, which can cause massive bleeding from the brachial artery, but also massive nerve damage that can then predispose to issues with the hand. And as we know, the hand is very important. As occupational therapists can attest, so tipping my cap to occupational therapists and all the great work they do.
Torn ligaments are painful injuries to deal with at
Very
the
painful.
Oh, I haven't seen a Watch
But for
Mojo
Olympic gymnast
list in a
Terry
long
Strug,
time.
it had to be ignored. When her U.S. teammate left the vault having just missed the 9.4 needed to win the gold, it was down to Strug's
Unfortunate.
remaining 2 attempts to secure the top medal.
Wait, she did it on a torn ligament?
When she limped back after falling during her first attempt, something had clearly gone very wrong. Strug knew that she had to land her second attempt as she made her way to the start.
That's so dangerous.
And this is where
Oh,
she fails.
No. Oh no. She landed on one leg. What a champ.
Her second landing involved the
okay.
slightest of touchdown on both feet, and then a hop to the uninjured one to stay upright. Her efforts carried the team to gold at Atlanta 1996.
Wow, impressive. And also what the announcer didn't say is that when you have a tear of a ligament like that, especially initially, you get this massive inflammatory response where the knee essentially locks up on you. Remember, when you tear a ligament, it bleeds. So you have bruising in there, you have swelling in there, edema, all this buildup so that you have no range of motion.
If you've been getting scam texts like these, it was me. I said that probably means your date has been leaked, and I have all of it. Who leaked it?
Y'all gymnasts
Luckily,
can have
I
that
started
shit.
using Gardio. Wait, what? With one single
Y'all
subscription to
gymnasts and
Gardio, I
athletes,
can
y'all
protect
can
my
keep
entire
that.
family. Do
I'm
your
good.
free browser scan right
I'm
now,
good.
which is really helpful because you'll know which accounts were affected
Break your
and
legs on
which
your own
passwords
time.
you need to change. Click below to run a free scan and find out where your data.
Motion with that knee. I don't even know how she sprinted through it.
Oh damn, bike accidents are the worst, dog.
BMX. Oh my God! Everyone's falling on
Yep,
their face.
yep, that's why they're
Some
the worst. Because if
concussions,
one person
especially
falls, then other
with
people are gonna
that
fall, and they're
level
used.
of-
That's why it's terrible. Because if one person falls, other people are gonna fall, and most likely they're gonna fall on you or run you over. That's why it's terrible. It's basically the same as like falling down in a crowd of running people. You get trampled, and it's.
of speed and deceleration. Lots of symptoms: brain fog, difficulty concentrating, light sensitivity, noise sensitivity. Imagine you're a young person now. Every time you go out to a party, there's loud noises and lights. You can't even be comfortable. That's the smallest part of it.
Yeah, and that's really the culmination of the camaraderie that we see. Oh,
Hey,
What the heck happened?
what did he hit his foot on? What did he hit his foot on?
that we see. Oh,
What
the
was
heck
that?
happened?
just a really awkward fall into the sand pit.
He had a hamstring tendon tear, a knee contusion, and a tear in the ligaments of the right foot. Interesting. I'm surprised he didn't tear his PCL based on the motion of his knee moving back. I guess a foot got caught on the jump, on the explosive part of the jump. That's going to be a really long rehab process, 8 to 12 months.
Damn.
And Angelica Bankston of
All I can really
The
say is
pole-
damn to these because I don't understand what's happening because I am not a doctor and I am not an athletic person. So all I can see when I get the visual of a torn ligament is damn, that must hurt. That's all I can say to that. I can also say that ain't gonna be me. I would never do that much physical activity. Are you crazy? Are you insane? I'm not trying to die.
Pole vault as an event scares the life out of me. You're going fast, there's a giant sharp object, and it reminds me of The Knight's Tale, jousting.
Watch what's happening here on her third attempt.
Ooh.
She
See,
looks
that's
okay.
not even her fault. Those like rods not get checked beforehand? Why did it break?
But where is that piece flying to? I paused it and I see the trajectory.
And
Oh, it
you
didn't
never
fly.
see anything like that. Obviously, guys, pole vault's the only sport and the only event in track and field. Your life is in.
Oh, she's okay.
You have to trust what's in your hands. It's so.
Oh, the pole broke. Does that happen? Is that a faulty pole?
There are multiple instances of this happening at the Olympics.
FPS, faulty pole syndrome.
Oh, FPS.
New diagnosis. Some people
That is not what FPS stands for, Dr. Mike.
thought it meant first person shooter, but no. I was worried because
Oh, he does know. Never mind. I'm stupid.
of where I paused it that piece was shooting out into the audience.
Well, the good news was she was okay. The better news is she's afforded another try as a
I hope so. I mean, your stick broke.
to try to join them at the next height.
I mean, yeah, it wasn't her fault.
Oh, and she did it.
Trust in her new pole. She gets over the bar.
That's what I always say. If you fall off the horse, get another pole. Just like in Formula One, you want to be in pole position. If the first pole isn't in the north, try going south. Contribute to your local polling station. Did he get hit by the stick on his finger?
Yeah, all right.
Did he get stick?
I didn't
Did he
even
get
see what
finger
happened.
stick?
Oh!
No, not finger stick.
I did not see that early. Let reverse. Let's see the first part. I was wondering what happened. I didn't see that.
Did he get hit
Of
by
course
the
you
stick?
didn't see it. It was blocked by the light. Of course you didn't. You can't. You can't see shit here. And the video quality is bad. I did not notice that. Stuck him right in the.
Did he get hit
right in the sausage?
by
Right
the
in the meat.
stick on his finger? Did he get stick?
Nah.
Did he get finger stick?
In the meat, dog. In the meat.
Oh, no,
Right in the
not
meat.
finger stick. Penile stick. It was pole on pole violence. Oh my god. That's just a freak accident because it's not usually what happens. It's so rare, but it can happen. And what are you doing? You're flying 16 feet, 17 feet. Good luck trying to avoid your pole from getting.
Picture this. You're sitting at home alone watching
man.
YouTube videos, wondering why you can't find the motivation to do the things you need or want to do or change in the ways you'd like. Even thinking about your mental health and all that it entails sounds exhausting, too difficult, not worth it. I've
Cut. That's 2 pole accidents. This is becoming very polarizing.
We're out of the pole clips now, so I'm glad you got it out of your system.
Francisco Lázaro overheats. This Portuguese marathon runner was his country's flag bearer during the 1912 Summer Games in Stockholm. This only makes the tragedy hit that much harder.
It's very easy to overheat when performing vigorous activity. And overheating doesn't just mean temperature, it also means fluid and electrolyte dysregulation. And when you have that, that ultimately causes organ failure. And when you have organ failure, then you have even bigger problems.
Before the marathon, Lázaro covered his body in animal fat to help prevent sunburn.
Animal fat.
I guess before sunblock, there were other avenues.
This layer of fatty wax prevented his skin from sweating.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Preventing your skin from sweating. Wouldn't that technically make you overheat faster? I mean, I guess you're not losing water, but the whole purpose of you sweating is so that you cool down. So if he ain't sweating, isn't that? I don't know. Maybe Dr. Michael will explain it.
Say that feels weird.
And he suffered a fatal imbalance of electrolytes.
Because by putting that fat, you essentially put a lipid layer over your skin, therefore making your pores clogged and making it difficult to have proper sweating and thereby proper evaporation and thereby proper cooling. With less cooling, you can develop serious symptoms of heat stroke.
Okay, see? Yeah, I was right. I thought so. I thought that wasn't right.
Collapsed 19 miles into the race and passed away with a body temperature of 105. He became the first athlete to die in the modern Olympics, and 23,000 people attended his memorial service in the Olympic Stadium.
This is why it's so important that when you're sweating a lot, you're losing a lot of fluids, you understand that you're also losing a lot of salt. And that's why professional athletes really take their electrolyte balance seriously and consume enough salt, especially throughout their events. That's why when I look at something like Prime Energy, it doesn't have enough salt in it to do the trick. And I know why they don't add the salt. It would make it a better athletic beverage, but it would make it taste worse, therefore less people would buy it.
In the second half, New Zealand's Katie Glynn suffered a nasty head-in injury.
Did she get hit in the face?
Ooh, dang it.
Oh, right in the back! Chris Avila.
Wait, what is this sport? Is this hockey?
In the second half, New Zealand's Katie Glynn suffered a nasty head-in injury.
This ain't no damn hockey. What is this? What is this? This ain't golf. What sport is this?
You get hit in the face? Oh, right in the back!
Is it
Chris
rugby?
Avila did this so much to me during my match. I swear to God. I was actually telling the ref one time, like, hit me in the back of my head and then my legs tripped up. I was, like, looking at the ref for, like, hey, man, say something to him. And people thought I wanted out. I didn't want out. I wanted a fair fight.
5 staples and 2 sutures later, Glynn returned to the pitch and completed the game.
Same day? Wow, champ.
A penalty shootout.
It's Hogue.
This looks like fun.
What is this game?
At home.
Was that good?
The Netherlands are through to the gold medal game.
Wow. Well done, Netherlands. Good at soccer and field hockey. I'm sure a bunch of other
field
sports.
hockey.
Those are the only ones I'm
Okay, so it's field hockey. I've heard of hockey before. I don't think I've ever heard of field hockey.
aware of.
Within the men's 400-meter final, viewers around the world were united behind more than a team. but also one injured athlete. Just over halfway through the 400 meters semifinal event, the British favorite fell to his knee from what was later confirmed.
You have to pull up like that. Yep, that's happened to me before. And rehabbing it is so difficult. I mean, you have to be very, very careful because any explosive movement can just re-trigger it. In fact, I'm not gonna lie, when I had it pop the first time, every time I sprinted after that, even if I was warmed up, ready to go, I still had this like little traumatic feeling in the back of my head that I needed to take it easy on that hamstring.
The image of Derek Redmond hoisting himself up, limping on, and then carried over the finish line by his own father to a standing ovation because Derek had to finish his race has become nothing short of historic.
Pretty sure it's illegal. Can't have someone help you over the finish line.
No, but he was going to lose anyway.
Preliminaries, Greg Louganis met disaster.
After his torn hamstring, I mean, he was going to lose anyway. It's unfortunate. He must have worked really, really hard, and then just to have that injury come and ruin everything, that must have been fucking devastating, man.
What happened?
It would be one of the most haunting and memorable moments of the games.
Oh, he hit his head, didn't he?
He's doing good. He's gonna hit his head?
Doing good.
I have to pause it. Is he gonna hit his head?
He's gonna hit his head.
No! Oh my god, I feel it. Oh.
Yeah. He might have drowned. No, he did. He probably did. They got lifeguards there. He's not gonna drown.
Vertebrae.
He did come immediately out of the pool and was assisted then.
Are they holding his hand?
Into a training room. And they worked on him?
They worked on him. I mean, I think they needed to get him stacked to an emergency center with his C-spine stabilized.
Louganis struck his head on the diving board mid-attempt,
that killed him?
A concussion, not to mention a gnarly wound that required multiple stitches.
I can't imagine how much bleeding there was. The scalp bleeds so much.
On his very next qualifying dive, Louganis earned a high score to advance to the finals.
Wow,
okay, he's
overcoming
good. He's
the
good.
fear and the
I thought he might have died. I thought he might have died from that. Like, if he didn't die there, he might have died, like, on the way to the emergency room or something. Head injuries really aren't a joke. Because, like he just said, the scalp bleeds a lot. You can be disoriented. If he was disoriented in the water, he might have drowned.
Conversations around Louganis' head injury took on a second life after he publicly came out at the 1994 Gay Games and published an autobiography announcing to the world that he was HIV positive. Some people, including prominent members of the IOC, criticized Louganis for not disclosing his HIV status immediately after his injury.
Oh, that's interesting, because for me as a boxer, for example, because I have a professional boxing license, I had to submit HIV and hepatitis testing before my boxing match. That was the norm. I'm surprised that the Olympics still do this. Maybe they do now. Maybe it was just like a time issue.
Given that other Olympians were using the same pool.
I understand the concern, but I'm very confident that there's no recorded instances of HIV being transferred or transmitted in the midst of a pool. The virus doesn't survive really outside the body in this way. Chlorine would kill it immediately. So I don't think that that is something people need to be concerned with. This is actually pretty similar to a question that I asked my nephew when I gave him a sex.
That's fair. That's fair, honestly. If let's just say that if somebody was HIV positive and they were swimming in the same pool with you and they got a cut or something, and you found out later, regardless of whether the shit was cleaned out or if the chlorine in the pool like destroyed the virus immediately, if it was me, I would still be like, bro, you just decided not to tell us that? Really? You could at least said something. I don't hate you or nothing, but I do think you're a garbage ass dude for not telling. Like, come on, man. But hey, at the end of the day, if it was in the chlorinated pool, I guess it doesn't matter.